AI data centers will soon consume more electricity than the entire nation of Japan, and one technology could cut that energy use by a factor of 4 million. Photonic computing uses light instead of electricity to run AI, and I analyzed 38 sources, including peer-reviewed papers from Nature and Nature Photonics, International Energy Agency data, and industry market reports, to explain exactly how it works, what breakthroughs just happened, and when you'll actually see it in the real world. International Energy Agency data and industry market reports to explain exactly how it works, what breakthroughs just happened, and when you'll actually see it in the real world. No sponsors, no affiliations, just the research. Let me put the scale of this problem into perspective. According to IEA data that I cross-referenced across multiple reports, global data centers consumed 415 terawatt-hours of electricity in 2024. That's about 1.5% of all global electricity. And the IEA projects this will double to 945 terawatt-hours by 2030, which is equivalent to Japan's entire electricity consumption. Now here's where AI makes this dramatically worse. A single ChatGPT query uses roughly 10 times more energy than a Google search. AI workloads currently represent 5 to 15% of data center power, but that's expected to balloon to 35 to 50% by 2030. An NVIDIA H100 GPU draws 700 watts per unit. A full rack of AI hardware can hit over 60 kilowatts, compared to just 5 to 15 kilowatts for traditional servers. United States data center power demand sits at 80 gigawatts in 2025 and is projected to reach 150 gigawatts by 2028. Hyperscalers spent an estimated $364 billion on data center construction in 2025 alone. But here's the fundamental physics problem that money alone cannot solve. Electrons flowing through silicon create resistance. Resistance creates heat, and removing that heat requires massive cooling systems that consume even more energy and billions of liters of water. It's a compounding crisis, and it's baked into the physics of electronic computing. So what if you could just skip the electrons entirely? Photonic computing replaces electrons with photons, particles of light, as the medium for computation. Here's the simplest analogy I can offer. Think of electrons as cars stuck in traffic, generating heat and friction at every turn. Photons are like radio waves. They pass through each other at the speed of light with zero resistance. No traffic jams, no heat, no wasted energy. Light has 3 superpowers for computing. First, no electrical resistance means virtually zero waste heat. Second, wavelength multiplexing lets you process multiple data streams simultaneously on different colors of light through the same waveguide. Essentially parallel processing built into the physics. Third, computations happen at the literal speed of light, in under half a nanosecond. Here's why this matters specifically for AI. Matrix multiplication is the dominant mathematical operation in AI inference, and it maps perfectly onto photonic architectures using beam splitters and interference patterns. When light passes through these optical elements, the physical interactions between beams naturally perform the multiply and accumulate operations that AI models need. Billions of times per second. Light signals can also encode information via wavelength, amplitude, and phase simultaneously, giving photonic chips an inherent information density advantage. And this architecture eliminates the von Neumann bottleneck, where constantly shuttling data between separate memory and processing units wastes enormous energy. With photonics, computation can happen as data flows through the optical pathways. Multiple independent research teams from MIT to Tsinghua to the University of Pennsylvania are all converging on the same conclusion. Photonic computing works. Tsinghua University's ACCEL chip, published in Nature, is 3,000 times faster than NVIDIA's A100 for computer vision tasks and 4 million times more energy efficient. Their team made a staggering claim. The energy needed to run existing chips for 1 hour could power ACCEL for over 500 years. That's not a typo. Over 500 years on the same energy budget. MIT published a fully integrated photonic processor in Nature Photonics in December 2024. It performs all key neural network computations optically on-chip, achieves 96% training accuracy and 92% inference accuracy, and completes computations in less than half a nanosecond. Critically, it was fabricated using standard commercial foundry processes, meaning it can actually scale to mass production. The LightGen chip from Shanghai, Jiaotong and Tsinghua universities packs over 2 million photonic neurons and exceeds NVIDIA's A100 by 100 times in both speed and energy efficiency for generative AI tasks specifically. Previous photonic computers were room-sized laboratory experiments. These new chips are smaller than a fingernail. That miniaturization breakthrough is what makes commercial deployment realistic. And a University of Pennsylvania team demonstrated all-light switching using exotic particles called exciton polaritons, consuming only about 4 quadrillionths of a joule of energy. Real engineers working at these institutions have published these results in peer-reviewed journals, not just press releases. This is verified science. So, who's actually turning this research into products you can buy? I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I'm just following the research and the money. Lightmatter leads the market with a $4.4 billion valuation and $850 million raised. Their NVIDIA photonic processor performs 65.5 trillion operations per second at only 78 watts electrical plus 1.6 watts optical. For comparison, an NVIDIA H100 draws 700 watts. Their Passage Interconnect platform is already shipping to customers, delivering over 200 terabits per second of bandwidth and up to 8 times faster AI training. Celestial AI was acquired by Marvell Technology in late 2025 in a $1 billion-plus deal. When a major semiconductor company pays that much for a photonics startup, it signals that this technology has moved from speculative to strategically indispensable. IR Labs partners directly with NVIDIA and Lockheed Martin. Their CEO predicts the market for on-chip optical input-output will mature between 2026 and 2028. And even NVIDIA itself is pivoting toward optical networking. Jensen Huang championed photonic connectivity at GTC 2025. This isn't fringe science anymore, it's industry consensus. Industry analysts and researchers I reviewed disagree on exact timelines, but the direction is unanimous. The market is projected to exceed $38 billion by the end of this decade. Photonic computing isn't a theoretical dream anymore. Working chips exist that demonstrate 100 to 4 million times improvement in energy efficiency, fabricated on standard processes. The path forward is hybrid first. Photonic interconnects solve the data movement bottleneck. Then photonic accelerators handle matrix multiplication. Current limitations are real. These chips excel at narrow AI tasks like vision and inference, but struggle with general-purpose training and high-precision calculations. Nonlinear operations still partially require electronics. The momentum behind this technology is unmistakable. When Marvell acquires photonic startups for billions, and when every major research university is publishing breakthroughs in Nature, this transition is not a question of if, but when. This analysis was compiled from 38 sources, including peer-reviewed papers in Nature and Nature Photonics, IEA Energy Data, and company disclosures. No sponsors influenced any of this. The data speaks for itself. If you found this breakdown useful and want more deep dive explainers on the technologies shaping our future, subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below. Are you more excited about photonic computing for the energy savings or for the raw speed improvements? I read every comment. And share this video with someone who thinks AI's energy problem is unsolvable, because the solution is literally traveling at the speed of light.